Russia has repeatedly denied involvement in the conflict in eastern Ukraine, despite widespread evidence that regular soldiers have been operating alongside militants during the latest surge in violence. As tension between the Kremlin and the West continues over Russia's role in the crisis, Moscow is showing its military readiness. The Russian military has launched large-scale training exercises in Crimea, near the border with the Ukrainian mainland. Tom Bell has the story.
Over 1,700 servicemen and 300 pieces of artillery and other equipment are involved in the operation, defence officials said late on Monday. Servicemen from the Navy, Army and Air Force are involved in the training. Exercises involve dealing with radiation, chemical and biological incidents. Ministry chiefs say troops will use the latest special equipment built up over the past 2 years. The drills began a day after the main militant leader in Donetsk, Alexander Saharchenko, announced a mass mobilization to bolster the insurgent fighting force to up to 100,000 people. The insurgents' plans have sparked accusations in Ukraine that the call-up is being used as a pretext for Moscow to send more regular Russian troops across the border to fight alongside militant ranks. NATO views Russian drills near the rest of Ukrainian border as a provocation. Moscow said in December it planned to boost military spending by 10%, just as many European states look to reduce their expenditure.
The New York Times reported on Sunday that the U.S. government is considering sending weapons to Ukrainian forces. The White House has said it has made no decision yet and that all options are still on the table. But in Europe, leaders say arming Ukraine is not in the cards. Tamara Rosavan reports.
The Czech Foreign Minister Lubomir Zaorálek has said that there is, quote, no military solution to the conflict in East Ukraine during a press conference on Monday. The minister said that sending weapons to Ukraine will only intensify the conflict, stressing the need to resolve it through diplomatic means. German Chancellor Angela Merkel also said on Monday after a meeting with Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban that, quote, the conflict cannot be solved militarily, and ruled out sending German arms to aid the embattled Ukrainian army, which is fighting against Kremlin-backed militants in the Donetsk region. Despite the White House playing down reports of providing lethal assistance to Ukraine, according to a report by the Wall Street Journal, unnamed U.S. officials have said that the U.S. government is considering supplying Ukraine with Javelin anti-tank missiles. They're often called fire-and-forget missiles because they're self-guided. The U.S. has been providing non-lethal military aid to Ukraine, including protective vests, night vision goggles, and counter-mortar radar systems.
As the violence continues, civilian casualties continue to mount. Human Rights Watch today condemned the escalating civilian death toll. But with peace talks over the weekend ending without any progress, it's unclear when the conflict will end. For Ukraine Today, I'm Chris Collison in Kyiv.